Look at that. Come on. It don't get much better than that. I have sprayed a wide variety of clear coats over my career so far. And there's one clear coat in particular that has stood out above all the rest. And there's a few reasons why it stood out above all the other ones. One of the main reasons is because of the price. It's an extremely affordable clear coat, but yet it doesn't seem to sacrifice anything being so cheap. This clear coat performs just as good, if not better, than some of the higher end clear coats that I've sprayed. Now, before we get any further into the video, I just want to mention that this is not a sponsored video. There is no monetary incentive at all. This is just a product that I used for an extended period of time, and I used it on my personal vehicle as well. So I've seen how it holds up over time, and I'm just trying to make the suggestion to you because I do think overall this is the best DIY/budget clear on the market by far. The clear coat I'm referring to is KAC410 Kick-Ass Clear by GreenTec. Although there's a company, GreenTec, that makes the same exact clear. There was just a relabeling between the company. So whether it's GreenTec or GreenTec, it's the same clear, and you can use a GreenTec hardener with a GreenTec clear. It's the same exact product. The main reason why I consider this clear to be one of the best DIY/budget clears is because of how forgiving it is. When I say how forgiving it is, I mean that in two ways. Number one is you almost have to try to run this clear to get a run. I mean, it is just extremely easy to spray. And then the second reason is I sprayed this clear in a garage for 3 years, okay? So it's safe to say I was spraying it in less than ideal painting conditions. And yet I never had any issues with solvent pop, dieback, or yellowing, anything like that at all. And for the price, it's pretty unbelievable. Now, believe it or not, you're actually going to be able to find this clear, the whole setup, so the clear and the hardener, for $130 on Amazon. And I'm sure there are some sites that sell it a little cheaper. I just don't know if they're going to offer shipping to, every single location. I bought mine on eastwood.com, and I paid, I think it was $98 for the setup. I think the clear was like 50 something and the hardener was like 25 bucks, and then with shipping and everything it was still under $100. So in terms of price, I mean, that stuff's dirt cheap. But when you spray it, you would not think it's as cheap as it is. That clear is actually the clear that I learned to paint with. And, when you're learning to paint, I mean, you're gonna get into all sorts of trouble. But with that clear, I really didn't. I mean, I can genuinely count the amount of times I got in trouble in 3 years on one hand with that clear. The only thing that I cannot speak on for that clear is how the film build is. Although I can say that I don't remember ever burning through when I was sanding down or compounding and polishing a panel. Shoot, we're out of color. So I'm sure the build is going to be somewhat good. But we're gonna find out, because after we finish putting down our last coat of base, we're gonna take a measurement of the amount of material on the panel, and then we'll take a measurement after our bake, and we'll see exactly how much clear we applied in 2 coats. Now, it is a 4-to-1 clear, so I'm sure the build is not gonna be as good as the build with my Omni MC161, which generally after 2 coats is around 3 mils. But I would be content with I would say 2 mils. As long as we can get 2 mils out of 2 coats, that's all the build you need. What I can say is when I was painting my car, as I mentioned, I was in a garage, so I had water all over the floor. And naturally, you know, as I'm in there painting, I pulled my hose because I needed more slack. And I guess the hose was in a little puddle, and the puddle squirted up on my quarter panel. That was on my 3rd coat of clear. I threw 3 coats of clear on my car. I was pissed, but I had a couple of my buddies with me and I told them what happened, and they kind of like snapped me back to reality, and they said, well, if that happened on your 3rd coat, you'll just be able to sand it out because there's 2 coats of clear underneath it. And I actually was able to sand out a huge spot of dirt without burning through this clear. So I'm sure the build is gonna be good. Anyway, that's our last coat of base. I'm gonna throw the clear in the gun, and you guys are gonna get to see how this stuff lays out. You know, they say you could tell a lot about a clear based on the color it is. The clearer, the better. And this is about as clear comes. All right, now let's measure our panel. I'm gonna measure back here where I didn't put color because for some reason I keep getting weird measurements there. I don't know if this was painted before or what the deal is, but this back here was giving me somewhat consistent measurements, as you can see. So we got 4.7 there. So I'll write that down here. All right, now we'll measure our door. I'll start, I guess we'll measure it right above the middle of the handle, above the body line here. 7.3, 7.2, call it. We'll call it 7.2 overall. I'm gonna be spraying this at 2 bar pressure with my fan full open, and I have the control cap on here, which is gonna be available for purchase for those of you who picked up the Apex by the end of this week. I'll have it on the site. And as for the giveaway, I haven't decided what gun I'm giving away yet this month, but I think it's gonna be a really special one, and I really don't wanna give it away, but I'm probably gonna do it for you guys. I started spraying the post with it, and I decided to lower my pressure. I'm at around 24 PSI, just because it's so much thinner than the material that I'm used to spraying, that it almost felt as if the gun was just atomizing it too much, and it was just going on really thin. Granted, it is a 4-to-1, and I'm not used to spraying 4-to-1, so it probably is going to go on a little lighter than I expect it to go on, but that's probably what is going to contribute ultimately to this finishing so flat. I mean, you could see I still have it dry in some areas, but I'm not worried about it. I'd rather it be a little dry just because it's been so long since I sprayed it. I may actually switch to the flow cap for my 2nd coat, because it really seems like this control cap is just atomizing it more than I want it to. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna switch to the flow cap, and then I'll bring you guys back for the 2nd coat, and we'll see if we can get this stuff to go on nice and wet. All right, now we got the flow cap on, and it already seems like we're gonna be able to get it to lay how we want now that the gun's not tearing it apart. And you could already see how smooth this thing's gonna finish by the time it flows out. And I did bump my pressure back up, so I am right under 2 bar now. You could probably see why it's so hard to get in trouble with this clear, because it's just it's a thin clear. You know, it's a 4-to-1, and it's just not thick, so it comes out very sparingly, I guess you could say, or very fine.
And it's gonna give a great, oh, I got stuck on my leg. Hopefully that doesn't run. It's gonna leave a really smooth finish by the time this all flows out. I'm really interested though to see what the film build is like.
All right, so first things first, here's our finished product. You can see just how nice this clear laid. Looks absolutely beautiful. And this was a new panel. I mean, so this is gonna have, you know, the smoothest finish because it didn't have any paint work on it prior. And I mean, guys, look at that. Come on. It don't get much better than that. I mean, seriously. Everything came out great. Look at that, guys. You want to talk about a smooth finish? $100 clear. Now, the moment of truth. Let's see what kind of build we got out of this thing. Let me put it in mils. We had 4.7 before here in the back. 7? Oh my God, is that even possible? Yup. Now I think for the door, we measured under the handle here. We had 7.2. All right, so we didn't get as much on the door as we did on the rear there, which might be because that was a little curved. So 8.6, so about 1.5 mils, just about. Can't complain. I mean, got pretty close to the 2 mils, just a little shocked that we have more here, but I did kind of give an extra pass back here while I was painting this way, so that could be why. I did that on both coats. So we'll just call it 1.5 mils. For $100 clear, that finish, as forgiving as it is, and to have decent build, this just confirms for me. This is hands down the best DIY clear. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this one, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, if you got any value out of it, please consider dropping a like, comment, or maybe even subscribe. Until the next time, peace.